In this video, I will show you how I passed Topstep Traders Combine within 6 days to earn a funded account. I recorded most of the trades during the Combine, and I will show you how I used our trading bot to detect the best setups. This is an interesting setup here. The range is defined by the bot by the red line here at the bottom, and the top edge of the range is the green line. We saw price move outside of the range to the downside. Here the bot detected a stop hunt. The last requirement until we get a buy signal would be evidence that price wants to move back into the range, and we are very close to getting that. I bought 2 contracts. This here is my entry price. The order got filled over here. Currently I'm risking 5 points, and because I'm long 2 contracts, that means I'm risking 500 to the downside, hoping to make 1,000 to the upside. So my risk reward is 2 to 1. I'm not a big fan of micromanaging my positions, but because I am long 2 contracts and the position almost hit the target here, I don't want this to turn into a break-even point, because at some point I was up by more than $700 on this trade. Right now it is currently just about 300. I want to capture at least 2 of those, which means I need to move my stop to 82.25. I butchered this trade because I captured $200, which is nice, but because I moved my stop higher, I capped the entire upside. Because 10 minutes after I got stopped out for that profit of $200 minus commissions, my initial target would have gotten hit, and it would have been a $1,000 trade. What the bot is looking for is a move outside of a range, and this here is what the bot defines as a range. The green line here on top, the red line here. Oh, that is not a pretty line. But this wave here at the bottom is supposed to be the lower edge of that range. Here, price exceeded the range to the upside and then moved back into the range. This is pretty much what we are looking for. The only thing that was missing to trigger a sell signal here was that our bot was telling us there was actually a stop hunt. We did not get that, but it is still a pretty good setup. And this is the reason why I did short 2 contracts of the S&P 500. And I am risking 3 points to the upside. In other words, $300 of risk, trying to make 600 to the downside, because I like my risk reward to be at least 2 to 1. I will move my stop to break even. I'm not a big fan of making the same mistake twice in a row. This trade pretty much hit the target. We just didn't get filled, and it's currently still 300 or 250 or so in the green. I would hate for this to become a break-even trade, so I want to capture at least, let's say, $100 or something like that. I think today was just not my day. That was terrible execution. I get stopped out here on this pivot low, and I get stopped out here again on this high. And here my target was pretty much hit, and there it was very close. So it is what it is. It was a positive day, but it still sucked. This here is a picture-perfect setup. This is the price for gold, and this here is the lower edge of the most recent range. Up here we have the upper edge. What the bot is looking for is a move outside of the range, in this case to the downside, and then it wants to see a stop hunt and signs that price wants to reverse. Here we got a stop hunt, and even better, simultaneously the bot detected an iceberg order. An iceberg order is simply a hidden order that you can't see straightforward in the order book, but somebody was willing to pick up all the contracts that were for sale when all the stops got triggered. This combination of stop hunt, iceberg order, and reversal triggered a buy signal. And that is the reason why I went long gold future, 1 contract. This is my entry price. The order was filled right there, and my target is $4 above my entry, so I am hoping to make 400, and my stop sits $2 below my entry, so I'm risking 200, hoping to make 400. Let me move the chart a bit so you can see my stop order that is sitting down here. So I'm risking 2 to the downside, hoping to make 4 points to the upside. I like all my trades to have a risk reward of at least 2 to 1. Meanwhile, gold hit the target. This was a winner of 400. To demonstrate how the trading bot works, I am running a virtual account with Topstep Trader. It is a prop firm where futures traders can earn money, and I will use the trade alerts of the bot trying to pass their combine, which is a process to get funded by that firm. So the goal is to trade 50K in fake cash, so this is virtual currency, and make 3 grand in profit. If I can manage to do that without violating any of these risk metrics here, then I will become funded by Topstep Trader. And I'm using this prop firm because these rules here within the box are strict. Only if I have excellent risk management will I be able to pass that combine. We have an interesting setup here in gold. This is the bottom edge of the range. The new edge, as it is defined by our bot, sits up here. But before we established this edge here, we had an iceberg order that was detected by our machine, and it is telling us that there was a larger player who was absorbing all the buying activity. So somebody large was building a short position, and now price is moving back into the range. That is what we are looking for when we want to go short. And that's the reason why I shorted one contract. 1887 is my entry price. The order was filled here. Now we are seeing a counter move, so my entry was not perfect, but I still have some wiggle room, and I'm risking to the upside $300, and I am hoping to make 600 on the downside. And as always, I try to keep a risk reward of 2 to 1 or better. Meanwhile, we have a sell signal here for the Nasdaq.
Order filled.
I am shorting one contract. I'm risking 10 points to the upside, hoping to make 20 points to the downside. The Nasdaq is close to hitting the target.
Order filled.
The Nasdaq hit the target. This was a winner of $400. Gold hit the target almost twice now, so I moved my stop from break even to plus 300. So I want to lock in at least $300 in profit. Gold hit the target. This was a winner of $600. The bot just sent me an alert that there was an iceberg order up here. So somebody was absorbing the entire liquidity that was provided by people who were buying gold futures. And now price is moving in the opposite direction to the downside. That is the reason why I shorted gold here at 18.94 and 10 cents. And I'm only going for a $200 move, so $2 to the downside, because I'm already up by $1,000. And during the combine, Topstep Trader does not allow us to make more than $1,200. I don't want to go into the details why that is, but I only need to make $200 more today to reach the upper limit that I can do during a given day. And that is why I'm only going for a $200 move, and I'm only risking $100 in case the price goes against me. Gold hit the target. I shorted it over here, covered it there. This was a winner of $200. My P&L for the day is $1,185. So I could have theoretically had $15 until I hit the profit threshold of $1,200, but it is close enough. Obviously, I did not record all trades, and not all trades were winners that I placed during the combine. I had plenty of losers, but the idea of this video is how to do it, and I don't want to show you how not to do it because I can mess things up pretty well myself. But let's look at some stats during the combine. So I hit the $3,000 threshold after 6 days of trading during step 2. I had 5 winning trades, but for example here, day 3 was a disaster. Here I lost $994 because I overtraded. I placed way too many trades even though the bot did not tell me to do anything. I did it anyway. So getting the alerts is only one part. Listening to what the bot says is a whole different ball game. And that is the reason why I built the bot to begin with, because by nature I'm a gambler. I love the action. And when I spend too much time in front of the screen looking at price action, I will place a trade. It's just a matter of time. But with the bot, I can limit my screen time. I try to do other things, more important things in life, take care of family and friends and do fun stuff. And only when the bot tells me, okay, now pay attention, we might have a setup here, that is when I open my app, or that is when I open up the computer and look for a setup. If I don't get an alert, I try not to look at price action. Sometimes I fail doing that, and that is what happened here on day 3. If we scroll down further here, we can see the average losing trade was 117, my average winning trade 196. So I like this to be 2 to 1 if my winning trade percentage would be 50%. But because I'm a little higher than that, the stats get a little tilted because sometimes I move my stop. And but overall, I'm pretty satisfied with these stats. If you want to know more about the bot, go to matix.com. The website will go live on April 1st. If you have any questions about the bot, what it is looking for, I think I described it in the video, but if you have any questions, please hit me up. I'll try to answer all questions that you have for me. But again, the bot is not a money printing machine. It is a tool that can help us traders to be more selective with our setups that we take and to stop over trading. After passing the combine yesterday, I signed the contract to get an express funded account with Topstep Trader. When that is approved, I will continue to make videos and show you how the bot works in real life.